as we welcome you back to the Angel Nunes Auditorium here on the island of San Pedro to bring you PROFC to Island Takeover. It is the second bout that is just about ready to get underway. I'm Reynard Garbutt and I'm joined by my colleague Israel Vasquez and Javier Romero.
Good night, guys. Good night, Belize again. We're up to the second MMA match of the night, and these guys are the amateurs, the young guys, 15, 16 years old, and they're putting on quite a show, Javier.
Yes, it will. Our second fight will feature Marvin Garcia from Dawson Spitfighters. He has a record of 0 wins and 1 loss, and he will be going up against Angel Sarao from Team Travieso. He is also 16 years old, and he is from Mexico.
He is his debut match. It's his first match. You know, he said, "I want to come to Belize. My team has come to Belize. I want to come to Belize." And this is Angel Sarao. He's from Campeche, the Bone Breakers team, and he's coached by Jaime Avila Ocaña from Campeche.
So this fight will be in the bantamweight division, which has a limit of 135 pounds.
And when you look at their height, they both coming in tonight at 5 feet 6 inches. And the only thing that the Mexican is giving away to Garcia is age. Garcia coming at 22 years old, and Angel at 16 years old. And so they're getting ready to do battle in the cage.
That's right, and here we go with the introduction for Marvin Garcia. Marvin is a fighter. He's fighting out of Plasencia, you know, but he also trains on the island with Mr. Martin Dawson, and he has fought already. This is his second match. Unfortunately, he lost his first MMA match, but he won 1 kickboxing match. So he has some kickboxing experience, and we are expecting that he'll be able to put his striking together. Javier.
So in terms of his skill set, you would say that Marvin is more effective standing up in his stand-up game. So what we expect to see is more striking on his part.
That's right. And the guys from Campeche are very good strikers themselves, as we saw with Roberto. Roberto was putting together combinations. So this should be a very good match, Ray, where we have decent striking involved.
And so it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of action inside the cage in a couple of minutes, as you see that he's been taking care of, making sure that everything is okay before you enter into the cage.
Our referee for this bout is Ralph Hals Jr. from Belize, and our judges, Ray, do you have this Cody Agas, Jamil Smith, and Ana Lara Akuno?
So Israel, in terms of getting involved in MMA, or if someone would like to become a referee, how would they go about doing that?
That's a very good question, Javier. In Belize right now, we are in very young stages of formation of the MMA Federation, and the MMA Federation will be holding seminars to reach out to people who are interested in being referees and knowing and learning more about the sport of MMA.
And from the red corner, standing 5 feet 6 inches, with a weight of 135 pounds, with a record of 0 wins and 1 loss, from Plasencia, Belize, Marvin Garcia. The referee in charge for this fight is Mr. Ralph Hills Jr. This fight is scheduled for 3 rounds of 3 minutes each. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this fight going!
German Novella, our ring announcer.
And there we go. It's getting started. The guys from Bone Breakers proudly sporting their Mexican flag on their shirts, Javier. So they come well prepared. They come ready to put on a show.
Yes, we're about to start the first round of 3. It's 3 3-minute rounds, and here we go. It's round number 1, Garcia from Belize, and immediately he goes in aggressively.
Very aggressive, and he was winning that striking exchange there. I saw a knee to the body, right?
Yes.
And Marvin is on top and is looking to land some ground and pound.
So a very good display in the first round. Marvin is coming out very aggressively. He knows that his strong suit is his striking, He was able to land some very clean blows.
I saw that. I saw some a nice leg kick to start off the match, and then he put some striking combination. I saw a good uppercut land as well. So he has landed some effective blows there, Javier.
And in terms of his ground game, are you familiar with Marvin's ground game? Or?
I know that Marvin is a kickboxer. I don't know much about his ground game. I do know that he trains with Mr. Martin Dawson in Pedro as well. So I do believe he has an idea of the ground, but I can tell you that these guys are very well rounded. And as you can see, Ray, he's already looking to put together some sort of submission because he's changing his hips, he's rotating his hips. When that happens, you're looking for the angle advantage and looking for an armbar, looking for a triangle choke.
And Marvin just managed to get out of that.
In my opinion right here, what Marvin needs to do is posture up, rain some strikes, and he's looking to pass into half guard Javier, where one of his legs is out of the guard. The Mexican fighter, however, has a hold around his neck and is possibly preparing for a guillotine choke.
Angel has done a very good very good job defending himself on the ground. He has been able to keep Marvin at bay. He hasn't been able to effectively land punches from that advantageous position. And let's see how the fight progresses.
Okay, let's see what's happening here. He's been able to get out of that, and now Marvin is landing some blows in half guard position. You know, he's tying up the hand, and he's doing a good job by landing blows to the head. He has what's called a Russian tie on that far left hand of Angel, and that's Khabib's favorite move. He'll tie your hand back, and he'll rain down punches.
And he's using that right hand effectively to the face of Angel.
I can just imagine how frustrating it might be for Angel, because just looking at when Khabib fought against McGregor, that was one of probably the most frustrating fights for Conor, not being able to do anything, Khabib dominating the fight by using some very good grappling techniques.
Oh, there we see he reversed and he's looking for a guillotine choke with 10 minutes on the clock. Ray, will he stop out or will he wait until the end of the round? He's fighting it off, and that's the only effective thing that Angel has done in this round.
So a very good ending to round number one. Marvin was effectively saved by the bell. Angel had it in not too deep, but he had that hold effectively, and lucky for Marvin, time ran out on him.
I think that was Marvin's round, however, Ray.
Yes, I have Marvin taking round number one, but like Javier said, you know, the bell came into effect right there in round number one.
Guys, I just got some word. The premier fight of the prelims bout was cancelled. James Wallace did not show up for the weigh-ins effectively, so that fight will be scratched off the card. So we have one more preliminary fight after this.
So it was James Wallace supposed to be went up against Ricardo Zapata, and so that is a scratch.
And we're getting ready for the second round. Javier, in my opinion, I think that Angel saw a little bit of weakness in Marvin with that guillotine hold. You know, he was looking to effectively end the match. I saw a grimace in Marvin's face. So in my opinion, he'll be looking for that again.
What Marvin needs to do, in my opinion, is to keep up with his strikes. He has been effective, and as we're seeing here, he has been able to land some very good strikes.
Striking.
And some very good kicks to the body of Angel.
Oh, he's landing some clean uppercuts there, Javier, as Angel has his head down and he's rushing in. So there's the uppercut. You know, that's what happens when you drop your head down.
And that is the wrong way to close distance. I know that he is trying to close distance, but you don't approach a striker in that
Very
manner.
good shot, very good left hook on that turn there. Now I think, big takedown by Marvin, and he's on top. And in my opinion, this is a dominant position, and he needs to rain down blows. Ray, I'm getting excited here in the studio.
I can see that you're getting excited. It's real, because actually the second round is exciting.
That's right, that's right. In my opinion, though, Marvin should have kept the fight standing, Javier. I think he had the advantage there, but I think he was looking to end the match.
Yes, and the thing with Angel, the Mexican, is that he's not very good with his stand-up game. He is more effective on the ground, as we saw at the end of the first round that he nearly submitted Marvin. But let's see what Marvin can do here on the ground.
There we go. He's looking for reverse the position, and he does. Now Angel is on top. Angel is on top. There was something was said to the ref there by Marvin.
And we see Marvin taking out his mouthpiece.
Yeah,
He's taking out his mouthpiece, but now he's back up, and he's looking to strike again. Javier, he's looking to strike, put together some combinations.
And that is what Marvin needs to do. Marvin needs to keep the fight standing up.
That's
he
right.
needs to land more strikes to the head and to the body of Angel.
But what Marvin has just shown me by taking out his mouthpiece that he's getting tired. He's not breathing properly.
And he's not responding. Angel is looking at the ref to see, and there is a brief pause to the fight.
He is fatigued. He's
I think the ref called that match there, Javier. It seems that something happened with Marvin and his mouthpiece, and he wasn't able to defend himself for some reason. The ref looked like he stopped that match, in my opinion. I don't know what happened there.
Marvin seems to have, well, it's probably a combination of things. Angel landed some very significant strikes to end the fight, and he was able to reverse the position from Marvin being on top of him. So
Marvin was winning that fight.
He was dominating the fight.
Angel was almost out, so I don't know what happened there.
So it can be a matter of conditioning as well. He probably gassed out, and Angel was able to take advantage of it.
Well, that's the first thing that came to my mind when I saw him pulling out his mouthpiece, was that his breathing was not properly. He was getting fatigued and probably just throwing the towel.
Well, let's take a look. I mean, he was landing some effective uppercuts. You know, he was looking for strike. He was doing, in my opinion, a good job. Then he went for that big takedown, Javier.
I think that was his biggest mistake. He was being most effective using his strikes, and he decided to take the fight to the ground, and that resulted in him being reversed, and Angel was able to land the strikes that ended this fight.
Yeah, but we saw Angel striking, but his striking wasn't as solid as to put Marvin out.
I agree. I think Marvin was very close to getting a stoppage as well. You know, he was landing very effective strikes. So I think it was just a case of maybe Marvin gassing out or getting hurt. So, you know, we'll see what they call. And there we go with German Novello, our
Ladies and gentlemen,
announcer.
Your referee, Rob, will stop this fight at 2 minutes and 5 seconds of the second round for the winner by TKO from Ciudad, Carmen, Sarao.
So Angel pulling off the TKO against Marvin Garcia in a very impressive fashion. And we thought that Marvin had the fight all the way into the second round, but for some reason he just gave up.
I thought that was the first Belizean that was going to win the match there.
Yes.
I really thought that it was going to go Marvin's way either by decision or by a knockout, right? So something happened, you know, he was not able to continue the match for some reason. He took some unnecessary strikes while the ref stopped the match, right? That's what happened because you're not able to defend yourself.
Yes, and it was his fight up to the point that they stopped the fight. He was in the dominant position for most of the fight, but these things tend to happen. Fighters get injured, they gas out, and Angel was able to take advantage of it, and he got his first win as a fighter.
All right, what we'll do, we'll need to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have Josh Caballero going up against Diego Romero Verde. We'll be right back.